Where are Jack and Ava? I have no idea. Where could they be? Are you guys okay in there? Can you breathe? Can you breathe in there?
I can breathe.
You can breathe? Can you breathe, Ava?
I can breathe.
You can breathe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, he's there. He's here. Okay, where are Jack and Ava?
Hey, what the heck? Where is everybody?
They left.
Maybe
They
they're
went.
outside on the deck.
They went bye-bye.
You ready? Yeah. Guys, I did my intro the same, just don't laugh. Let me move out of your intro. Get over here. Hello everyone, it is me, Nancy Taylor, here at Journey. I have footage filming people in the background. This is awesome. They're getting behind the scenes of a video, a real life video. We're at the Journey conference, and since we're all here together, we thought why not make a video of our favorite VIPKid memories. So, Sydney, favorite VIPKid memory?
Okay, so my first student I ever taught was a trial. I had been hired literally like hours before I had signed my contract, opened up a slot for that night, and it booked. Her name was Sunny. It was the old style of trial that was about the weather. And we had an issue where I was trying to teach her, like, it is sunny. And she was like, no, I am Sunny. And so it was our first class together. I taught her for a bit, and then she went away, to, of course, on to other teachers. And literally, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, she booked me. And I didn't realize it was the same Sunny until we got in class, and I saw her, and I was like, oh, Sunny! And she was so excited. She's like, hi, teacher. And, like, she has progressed so much from that first trial lesson. So it was my first class, my first trial, my first conversion, and my first student came back to me. And now she knows it is Sunny. And she knows about it.
This is my favorite when the names are like Rainbow. Any other weird names? Any other weird names back there?
I teach a student named Dino.
Dino.
Bingo.
I teach a couple Nancy's, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like,
They
I'll
probably
take
picked
it.
their name out.
I love it. High five, that was awesome. Come here, Sarah. This is my friend Erin. We're gonna do this for the next minute. Get uncomfortable. Okay, I'm so sorry. You guys are like, this actually is really awkward. It's fine.
Okay, probably one of my favorite moments happened when I was in Beijing and able to go on the Beijing trip, and I was going to meet some of my students the very next day, so it was the dinner right before, and I was chatting with one of my students' moms on WeChat. Well, actually, I had invited some students, we can invite some students to come, and so we can meet them, and I had one student who was one of my all-time favorite students, and he said he couldn't make it and he couldn't come, and I was very upset, and he's being very upset, and then all of a sudden, like the night before, Macy, that was the student's name, he sends me a picture of him from his mom's WeChat account, and he took a picture of him like at the VIPKid headquarters or something, and he was like, just kidding, I'm actually coming. And him and his mom were in on it, and they did it just to trick me and then surprise me. Yeah, and he was like, I got you. And I was like, Macy, I have cried about this. But yeah, and then at the dinner, of course, I started crying of like happiness, and everyone was like, what's wrong with you? I was just like,
I didn't know I was gonna see you.
I know,
That's so
that was a really
awesome.
cool moment.
I like their sense of humor. I have to say, like, I have some students that the whole time I'm like, are they being sarcastic? Like, I have one that will be like, yes, that's correct. And I'm like, wait. And now I get it. Like, he's just being, they're so funny.
They're funny.
Sarcastic students, all the heads are nodding over there. You can see, it is. I love that. I would be crying too. No more awkward hugs. Unless the next person is Carol, then I'm gonna also awkwardly hug her. But this time I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hug her leg. This is what happens when you meet people on the internet in person.
That sounds a little bit
This just went downhill.
Can we make sure we cut that out?
I don't cut anything out.
That's what I'm afraid of.
But first of all, tell them hello in Chinese.
你好，
你好，
早上好，晚上好。
上课少。
啊，对对对。
对对对。
上好，
好好，
特别好。
特别好。
哦，
好, see? I'm Chinese. I actually want my child to speak Chinese, so I'm coming that way. Okay, favorite. No, I
Favorite
speak Chinese.
opportunity that I ever had in my classroom. So I had on either side of me two lamps, two big standing lamps, and my dog came in and hit the lamp. And when he hit the lamp hit the computer, which hit the webcam. So I was unfortunately, back in my early days, not real discreet about what I was wearing. So I had a t-shirt on and some boxer shorts. And the webcam landed in my lap.
Did you watch the recording?
So that playback was incredibly awkward because at one point it's teacher, 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 and I'm pulling the webcam out of my lap. I'm like, hold on. And then I was trying to get the lamp and pick it up without showing my boxer shorts. So that was my memorable moment, and when I learned that I should actually consider everything that I'm wearing.
Oh yes, I always wear pajama pants. And when I'm like, do you want to see my leg? I'm like, oh wait, nope, that's pajama pants. I just revealed it to my student. Their parents like, this is not professional. It's fine. Yep, pajama pants, everyone. Teachers in their pajama pants. No pants? That's weird, Michael. Weird kid.
When did you say that?
Yeah, for sure. We wear pants.
Lesson learned.
Now we wear onesies.
Oh yes, now we wear onesies.
That's right.
Check out by the Apple Shop. Side commercial.
I just don't want my mom to see this.
I need to link to all these channels. Hugs and loves. The little love tap got weird. Alright. And Tina has a channel too, and I'm gonna link everyone's info in the description box. Just like scroll down, all of it. You're there. Yeah. Because I need to channel my lipstick. Teach me. You need to do a tutorial, right?
Oh, no.
The boys are like, yes, we need this.
You watch that?
Definitely,
Okay. I do beard stuff too. It's just like I shape
subscribe.
it. Yeah. So
I
I
think
mean it's
I know.
hard to pick.
Uh-oh.
Do you?
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear this. What?
Meeting Cindy me.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was. I was a mess. Well, you were there.
I was there. I
I
witnessed
called
that
Max out.
one. I wanted that to be the one I witnessed. Okay, go ahead. What is
Okay.
yours?
So I have this student, Alyssa.
Elsa?
Yes, Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa.
Super cute, super smart. And she just, I don't know, at the beginning of the class, she said she wanted to play the piano for me, and it was a UA, and I was like, if you do a great job and we have time, sure, you can play at the end of the class. So she inevitably, did a great job, and we got to the end of the class, and she went over, and she was like, boop, boop, boop. And then she just looked, and she gave this like devilish grin, and then she was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yes, I can.
That's hilarious. And you're like smiling on the other end. She's like, I think it's good.
I was like, okay, like you said you could play piano, but
Oh, I love it. That's so good. I was also there when you met Cindy me. That's her second favorite moment.
yeah, that was the best. And then I saw her again yesterday in the lobby, and that was also
Yes.
awesome.
And today. She spoke
Yeah,
today.
and again, yeah.
Yeah. We're just big Cindy fans. Go Cindy. Insert Cindy's picture here. Hold it. There you go. Good job. Okay, bye Cindy. Bye. Hugs. But you're so tall that at least hug your
My eyes, it's fine.
Who's up next? Coming to my Ellen DeGeneres show. Lisa.
Yes, hi.
Lisa, your favorite VIPKid memory.
A few months ago, my favorite student, Jay, was reading a book before class, and so when I turned on my camera, I asked him about it, and he held up a cricket in Times Square in Chinese.
Oh.
And my 8-year-old happened to be reading that same book
Oh, no.
at the same time, so I was like, oh, wait! And I, tear off my headset, and I run and I grab the book and show it to him in English, and his face just like, he was so excited. He had no idea it was also available in English, and so we talked about the characters and stuff. And yeah, he brought it up for many, many classes afterward. So.
I love that. And I will hold up props from IKEA. Is IKEA huge in China? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I have that owl too. And I'm like, but do you have these finger puppets? Yes, I do. They always have those. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
Matchy, matchy.
Yes.
It's fun.
Oh, I like that. Love. Give you a high five. It could
Thank
be
you. Keep it professional. Professional.
And I told him to put his pants on, so he did.
They're on.
This video. It got, yep.
I don't teach with my pants off, okay?
He does.
Lies. Lies.
I've seen behind the scenes. It ain't pretty.
All through Journey, I've just been pantless.
He's like, wait, I'm not
That's how I
teaching.
roll. That's what
I'm
I
not teaching here. I have to wear pants. Oh, okay.
do. Favorite memory?
Favorite memory.
So just before last summer, the theater company that I work for, I found out that I was going to be performing a show in China, in Shanghai, and one of my students, I was telling her, I'm going to be visiting Shanghai, I'm going to be coming there. And in the feedback, she said, why? Like, she couldn't figure out the words on the spot of what exactly are you doing here? So I told them the next class, I'm performing a show. And then the next time in the feedback, what's the name of the company? Because we didn't have enough time, we were trying to get through all the slides. So it was, all of this was coming through the feedback. What's the name of the show? What's the name of the company? So the next lesson, showed her the name of the company. And then the following lesson after that, as soon as I opened up the screen, she was waving tickets in her hand. Her and her mom went out and bought tickets. They ended up coming to the show. That was the only student that I've ever met in real life. It was amazing. She had this beautiful dress and like she was so excited. I brought her on stage and she was playing with all the props and all the puppets and it was awesome.
That's so special.
Yeah.
And you were in China, and that was the only student that you met up with.
The only student.
Oh my goodness, because they made the effort to come to you, to come to your show.
Yeah, I did not make the effort to go see any of my students.
Aw,
Rude.
That's a special moment. I'm sorry I was
Yeah.
using the pant joke, because now I just want to cry a little bit. Michael does wear pants, okay.
True.
And he dresses up as Mike. It's a side gig.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Thank you.
You did get a Spirit Award, right? Did you?
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone give him a holla.
All right.
And Teacher Kim got an award, right? She's been a VIPKid teacher for the longest time, right here. And isn't she the most nice dressed?
Okay, not the longest time, but the longest time at this conference, for sure. But yes. I'll take it. I'll take the big
Let's
dino.
clarify. Longest time at this conference.
Yes.
When did you start?
In 2015, March of 2015.
March of 2015. That's almost a year before I did. I thought I'd been here a long time.
Guess you haven't.
I know. I remember seeing
First time or something.
I remember seeing a video of Kim and I was like, she is just so warm and bubbly. And you
Oh,
still are in person.
So about the class.
Okay, go ahead.
It was my first real breakthrough with a student. It was this one student named Jerry, where in the teacher-to-teacher feedback, I read in advance, it just said deadpan. And that broke my heart. I was like, who could say this about a student? Deadpan? That's so mean. Anyways, I had a class with him. He was very inexpressive. I think he was really nervous and very shy. He was just staring the whole time, right? Didn't want to say boo. And then little by little, every class, we'd just get him to speak a little bit more until finally he started speaking more and more. He started opening up. And at the time, my reward system in the back, I would always change it every single week. So I'd have one reward system for the entire week, just to make my life easier, and then swap it. And so he really loved this reward system. It was on a whiteboard. And then what did Jerry do? He got himself a whiteboard. So he has a whiteboard. He started writing down all the words because I draw a word bank. So he started imitating. Anytime we'd have a new vocabulary word, I'd turn around, write it. He'd turn around, he'd write it too.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then, to top it off, he must have convinced his parents to get magnets.
Oh.
Because then I logged into class early and he was unwrapping each individual magnet and posting it on the whiteboard so he could give me a reward system. Oh my gosh, this kid. So it just, and after that, he really blossomed. He was talking a lot. Oh, it was amazing.
I like how it comes full circle, like coming from just blank slate, but you really got to know him. Opened up, built that relationship with him.
Never called him a deadpan, man.
Yeah, never call your student a deadpan.
There's potential.
Yes, always potential. You saw him through that light. I like that, and I like when they give me rewards too. The hearts, I'm like, just keep it. You gave me one, give me 5. Come on.
Don't be stingy.
Yeah, don't be stingy. These don't cost you money.
Yeah.
Do they cost you money? Do you guys know?
No.
See, they say no. Devin says he has no idea. Don't believe anything he says. He's not a good resource. I'm just kidding. And last but not least, this VIPKid guy I know.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me. He does wear pants.
Oh yes, I do. And I mean, I sport a Mike shirt.
Oh, you guys are both mine.
Although I'm not, I won't say I'm better, but
He said it.
You look great.
thanks. Appreciate that.
Do you feel like I'm Ellen? Am I doing a good job?
I think you're.
I think I'm Ellen.
Need more dance moves.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Is that what she does?
I don't know. Feels
I
right.
can't do that, so I'll never be Ellen.
Well, try.
No.
Okay, your favorite VIPKid memory.
Okay, so the preface is that I've been to No Show Land. Okay, you know the No Show Land where you get like your contract like.
No, what is that?
Okay, so when you get 6 no shows.
From you?
No. Yeah, for me, teacher no show. When you get to 6, then you get to 7th, and then you get reviewed, right?
Oh.
Okay, so I've been there.
Oh, this sounds serious.
I've been to this. I've been
Like
to
the hospital.
It's worse than the hospital.
This is good info.
It's-
What do you do when you go to No Show Land?
Yeah,
Didn't know it
No
existed.
Show Land is
it's
not-
not like Disneyland. No, feels opposite.
No, it's not. It's the worst place ever.
Okay,
So
so
anyway.
you're getting reviewed.
So I'm getting reviewed, and they tell you 14 days before you'll be rebooked, right? You know, like
So they just put your account on pause.
put your account on pause.
And you're just stressed out like I'm gonna lose all my...
So and you're told not to like talk about it. So I just think, okay, what am I gonna do? And then so my students didn't know, of course, and I was compliant. And so every class that would pass, I would feel like I was saying goodbye to my students. So that was really, really hard. And then, sorry, I'm trying not to.
No, it
so,
should be correct.
Okay. So saying goodbye to my students. Then when thankfully I found one spot in my schedule that was really a computer IT like issue, and VIPKid switched it, which is amazing. You know, I'm very, very thankful. So then they reinstated me in my contract and like freed my schedule to book up again. So then going back into my classrooms, like saying hello again to my students was like, you know what I mean? It was like that freedom of being like, I know that I'm going to be with you again. And like, I know that, so, I don't know, anyway. So those, every class was like, and they're like, I don't understand why teacher Devin's like crying, you know, but that's why I felt. Like,
It's taken away from you.
Yeah, because I was like, I will never see them again. Like I'm saying goodbye, you know. I'm like, so thank you, shishir, like shishir, thank you, 再见, bye bye, and then the next thing I'm thinking, okay. So that has been like probably one of the hardest things that I've ever experienced within VIPKid.
And you teach
But
a lot of
also,
classes.
I
Devin
teach
teaches
a
like
stinking
10
lot.
hours a day.
I teach a lot, yeah.
So to have only
Wow.
6 no-shows, like that's insane.
No. I've been very close to the edge very many times, but now, yeah.
Well, because you teach so many.
I teach a lot. That's one thing that in the future I would love VIPKid to
To
change.
do a percentage.
If you are teaching like
Yes.
I'm teaching, that you would have a little
100%.
bit. But I also know that you can also set an alarm and you can make sure that you get up and you can, those are things
Yeah.
that are.
And being at that point makes you realize how much it means to you.
So yeah, so like when I hear of people that are going through this, like, because I've had people that reached out to me and said, listen, I'm in No Show Land, help me out, like, and I've helped them, through that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where like, you don't want to say goodbye to your students because that's why we teach.
It's 100%.
That's why we teach is because we love our students, and so I love the students.
I love that. That's a good story. Stay here while I share mine.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, mine is my student. I have a student, Eva, and I have like virtual field trips that I do, and I would always film with Ava because it's like, use your child and you'll get a lot of views. I don't know, I've used that, that's bad. But I would always show her. So Eva, my student, knew Ava, and she came to Utah, and I got to meet her, and it was so cool. Like, she brought gifts, she brought them for me, for Ava, and then also I had Jack at the time. And then when I got to go to China, like, I was just amazed with how well they treat you. Like, when I went there, they had dinner for me, they made a cake, like, they invited me into their home. It was just amazing. And I thought for a teacher, like an online teacher, and I thought like in America, I don't think I would ever have that outlook to say, oh, this teacher, come into my home, come into my house, like you do so much for our child. And I was like, it was just so heartwarming to see how much you mean to their child's life, how much you mean to their parents. And like as we were learning today, they talk about how they have all these grandparents and all these people looking down on one child, all this pressure on this one child. So for you to teach them English, to give them that is just huge. Like it means a lot more than you might realize for those students. So it's really cool. Okay, that's my story.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna cry too.
That's a good.
Okay, that's the end. Thank you guys for watching. Aren't these amazing people? Go check out all the goods in the description box and where you can find them.
Bye.
Yes, come on. Bring it in. Group hugs. Seesaw. Keep going. Right hand, you got this. Side chin. Side chin. Teach us some more Chinese. And that's a wrap. Bye-bye.